worries. Thank you.
Okay, off we go. It is 10th of May, 2024, and I've got Murray here, who sent me two special jars that I wanted him to talk about here on YouTube so people can meet the person behind the good stuff. So, Murray, thank you. Should I introduce yourself?
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, thank you, Katrina, for reaching out for a chat. Yeah, so this is from our property here. So we're here in Marlborough. We bought this land back in 2017 and had a long-standing curiosity in biodynamics, but didn't have the opportunity to delve in. So when we bought this place with the intention of having a vineyard on there, wanted to do it properly and jump right in. So we did. We jumped right in, and luckily we've got a great community down here that we can all sort of lean on each other, and we've got some long-standing wisdom here as well with the likes of James Milton, who's moved here a couple of years ago, but also a few of us that have been delving into it for a few years. But there's also people that have been doing a lot longer here as well. So the likes of Churton, where our cows came from as well. So yeah, it's a really strong community. Pretty much all wine growers and a couple of gardeners in amongst that as well, but mostly wine growers. So yeah, here we are. A few years down the track, been making our own 500 and CPP on the property as well from the two cows that we've got. And that's what we've sent up to you, a couple of jars to keep your work going up there as well, because we love seeing all the effort and the joy that you bring all the community up in Auckland as well, and wherever else you travel to along your ways as well.
Thank you. I think it was the biodynamic conference last year where you like handed me this jar of CPP and like, can you use this? And I had no idea at the time where or how I would use it. But once I got home, like I was asking you, do you have any way that you remember hanging out in Auckland and like, can I go say thank you to that piece of land? And like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's weird sort of a travel around Auckland with Murray CPP and just kind of sprinkle goodness.
That's it. I couldn't imagine anything more appropriate than just to use it for the work that you do with not just the biodynamics, but with composting workshops and everything as well. So yeah, I think it's important work that you do.
Thank you. So this we've got 500 and CPP. Can you say sort of in simple language what the difference is between these for people that have never seen them or heard them?
So, well, I guess 500 was what Steiner talked about in his lectures. So that is the manure that's spent the winter months in a horn. So that's from our cows. We've got two cows that are sitting over there watching. I don't know if you can see them, but two red Devon cows.
What are their names?
Nutmeg and Ginger, their names. So yeah, that's from last winter that went down. So yeah, so that supplies more than our needs here. So I like to share it around wherever possible as well. So yeah, the 500 is the potent soil conditioner that Steiner talks about, working underground as well, so promoting the soil health. So as a base, and then I guess the opposite to that, you've got the 501 that works above on the above plant forces as well. And so then CPP, yeah, so CPP was also from our cow manure as well, but that's like a composted barrel manure really, but it's got all the other biodynamic preparations in there as well. So I use them both together.
If we're gonna stir this down by the waterfront in Wynyard Quarter, Silo Park, there's sort of shared pedestrian car zones, lots of eateries, lots of parks. What will this do for downtown Auckland, like realistically?
Well, the first thing, I think it does no harm. So that's important. You can't do any harm with these preparations. Secondly, I think it brings life to a place as well. You've got not only the biology, which scientific research has shown is pretty powerful, but then you've got a lot of people gathering and doing a stir that brings a lot of joy to not only those that are doing it and participating in it, but if you're in Silo Park, you've probably got people watching as well that are going to be asking questions and probably sharing a laugh and hopefully it's a good time. So yeah, I think they're pretty amazing places to do it. It's probably not what most people would imagine in an urban setting using them, but it can only do good.
If you think back to yourself as a university student, did you go to university in Auckland or?
In Auckland, yeah.
If you had seen people stirring something in buckets outside Badootsy or something similar back then, would you have approached them? What would your reaction have been?
Good question. I think university is a good place to do it because you do see all sorts. There's all walks of university, so it's one place where there's a real melting pot of people and beliefs and all sorts. So anything goes. So it's probably a good place to check out something like that. Would I have approached? Yeah, probably. Like, who knows? Yeah. Lots of things go on at university that you're always sort of surrounded by and surprised by, but then not surprised by at the same time.
Yeah. Perfect. Well, thank you once more, and thank you for showing us the land where this was made and the cows who gifted the manure. And watch Instagram tomorrow. We'll fingers crossed. I think the weather's going to be fine. I'll share some stories and tell people to come and meet you on YouTube.
Fantastic.
If people want to learn more about your wine, do you want to just say the name and the size of the land, because that's quite unique, and when you've got this release of wine coming up?
Yeah, thank you, Katrina. Yeah, so it's tiny. We're officially New Zealand's smallest Biogrow certified vineyard. We are 0.29 of a hectare of vineyard, which is just over my shoulder there. And so it's tiny. We don't make much wine, but it's really a passion project that we love producing, my wife Rachel and I. And so we've got 350 bottles coming up at our next release on the 1st of September, so 3 months away now. We like to take our time, good things take time. So that's coming up. So yeah, it's a tiny project, but it fills our cup.
Excellent. And people can read all about it on your website. Is it like Nous?
So Nous wine. Yeah. So the name Nous sort of is a reflection of I guess the practical knowledge to be able to do it and have the knack of the nous to do something, but it's also a philosophical term as well, sort of meaning about the mind as well, which we quite liked. And then obviously nous in French means us or we, which is also quite applicable as well. But we call it nous, but we understand that it's always going to be one of those words that people will say in all sorts of ways, and we love all the options there, so I think they're all suitable. But that's us, tiny.
Thank you, and thank you for sharing your preparations with Auckland, the heart of Auckland City. And if there'll be some left over, so it'll go wider and out and around. And also thank you for all the work you do on the Council for the Biodynamic Association, because I know that's big.
Carrying on your work.
I did my 3 years, your turn, and then you passed it on.
Yeah. Awesome.
Okay.
I'll go to chat, Katrina. Thanks very much for the invitation.
Thank you. Okay, we'll go.
Alrighty. See ya.